MCLtv, Malaya Adeyemi to face a supplementary election for Kogi. People urged to plant more trees. Herdsmen in Imo get 24 hours to leave. And in sports, NFL considers contract extension for Eagles coach Kenneth Hall. Welcome to the news. My name is Chimezie Ozels. President Muhammadu Buhari has congratulated the All Progressive Congress governorship candidate in the November 16 election in Bayelsa, David Leon, on his victory. Buhari's message was contained in a statement by his special advisor Femi Adesina in Abuja on Monday. The president also commended APC supporters in the state particularly and Nigerians who exercise their civic rights in a peaceful manner, notwithstanding the pockets of violence recorded in some locations. While condemning the loss of lives in Bayelsa, particularly prior to the election, the president commiserated with the families of the victims. He noted that officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission and security agencies did their best within the ambit of the law to ensure free, fair, and credible election. INEC had on Monday morning declared Mr. David Leon of the APC winner of the governorship election in Bayelsa after pulling 352,552 votes. Leon defeated his closest rival, Diodire of the People's Democratic Party, who scored 143,172 votes. Meanwhile, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) is set to announce a date for a supplementary election after it declared the return of election in Kogi West Senatorial District held on Saturday, November 16, 2019, inconclusive. While the date for the supplementary election will be announced later, the electoral body declared the return of election inconclusive. This is because the margin of win is less than the total cancelled votes. INEC says that the All Progressive Congress candidate, Senator Smart Adeyemi, scored a total of 80,118 votes, while the People's Democratic Party senatorial candidate, Senator Dino Melaya, scored 59,548 votes. The returning officer, Professor Olayimbe Lawal, stated that the margin between the two candidates is 20,570. Lawal, who declared the election inconclusive, said he decided not to declare a winner because of the slim margin between the two leading candidates. The people of Ebonyi State have been urged to embark on tree planting in order to combat climate change. The President of Earth, Environment and Climate Care Ambassador, Mr. James Aja, said this has become necessary as the air temperature increases owing to global warming. Mr. Aja expressed dissatisfaction over the high rate of deforestation. Ebonyi State correspondent Ejike Ikele has the detail.
Trees can increase soil quality, stability, reduce the impact of flooding, and provide vital habitation for wildlife. This is why a non-governmental organization known as Earth, Environment and Climate Care Ambassadors flagged off a campaign on climate change control in Ebonyi State to enlighten people on the benefit of tree planting. The president of the NGO, Mr. James Aja, said that his organization is targeting at planting over 5 million trees across the state before June 2020. The organization worried that the increase in tree cutting can cause damage to our soil and advised people to plant 2 trees if they must cut one. The planting, which is to commence next season, is said to be mostly economic trees. I am Ejike Ikele, MCLtv News, Abakaliki.
Freeing the land raised by the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Futo Owerri, Francis Eze, over the destruction of their farms by herdsmen. The headers have been given 24 hours to vacate the institution. This was made known to newsmen on Sunday in Owerri. From the coalition of Southeast youth leaders led by Goodluck Ibn, the coalition also called on Governor Emeka Ihedioha to move into action now before it's late. This follows the outcry by Futo VC on their predicament over the activities of herdsmen, stressing that the headers' activities can cause them shortage of food due to the damages on their farms. The VC also said that not only the herdsmen are destroying farms, but also harassing their students with cattle. No fewer than 202 residents of Akoha community in Afi-Udmon local government area of Ebonyi State have benefited from the Nigerian Army Free Medpol outreach. The Medpol outreach is part of the ongoing exercise Atlog Udowan, known as Dance of Peace. A statement released on Sunday in Enugu by the Deputy Director, Army Relations, 82 Division of the Nigerian Army, Colonel Ali Yusuf, said that the comprehensive free medical program took place on Saturday in Akoha community. He said that the medical exercises is part of civil military cooperation in line with activities for exercise Atlog Udowan, meant to offer humanitarian services to the public and the host community. Exercise Atlog Udowan is meant to carry out community services within the division's area of responsibility. These services include sanitation, medical outreaches, clearing of drains, road construction, educational support, and other social works. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) said that Nigeria's annual inflation rate rose to 11.61% in October. The NBS disclosed this in its monthly Consumer Price Index October 2018 report. The October inflation rate represents the highest level in 16 months since May 2018, reflecting the severe impact of the ongoing border closure on prices of goods and services. The above implies that the prices of goods and services are rising at the fastest pace since May 2018. This is 0.36 percentage points higher than the rate recorded in September 2019. The Enugu State Police Command says it has smashed a gang of notorious robbers that operated within Udi, Akudi, or Salalu axis of Udi, local government area of the state. Police Public Relations Officer in the state, Ebele Amarizo, in a statement on Sunday, says that the gang was smashed along the road. Amarizo said that the feat was achieved by men of Operation Puff Ada of the division of the command, acting on well-gathered and coordinated intelligence information. The statement said that suspected hoodlums had allegedly blocked the road with hoods and other items and were already in their nefarious activities when police operatives ran into the roadblock mounted by the suspected hoodlums. It was further gathered that the suspected hoodlums engaged operatives in a gun duel, but he overpowered by the operatives who later got one of them wounded, who was later confirmed dead. Amayivu said that after the encounter, the operatives started combing the bush and later arrested 3 of the suspected hoodlums. He said that the State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ahmed Abdulrahman, had directed a full-scale investigation into the incident. The personnel of the Nigerian Army deployed at Brazil local government area of Borno State said they have subdued Boko Haram terrorists and rescued an octogenarian, 3 women and 4 children held captives by the insurgents. The Army Operations Media Coordinator, Colonel Aminu Iliyasu, disclosed this in a statement on Sunday in Abuja. Iliyasu said the rescued victims were evacuated, while the children among them were equally administered polio vaccination by Army medical team. He further said that no casualty was recorded by the Army troops during the commando operations. He said that many of the Boko Haram criminal elements fled in disarray towards the summit of Mandara Mountains with gunshot wounds. An 86-year-old man, Pa Daniel Atta, has been murdered in his farm by unknown persons at Omoida, Igbo's non-local government area of Enugu State. Atta was reportedly killed few days ago, but his remains were discovered in a shallow grave last Wednesday after frantic search by members of his Omo Oyiga community, Omoida. It was gathered that some parts of his organs were already severed. A search party was organized when the old man, who left for his farm in the morning, did not come back for 2 days. The search team, comprising mainly youths of the community, discovered his remains in a shallow grave where he was buried with his face facing the ground. It was further gathered from his neighbors that the deceased was the head of Omo Yiga clan, where the chairman of the local government area, Comrade Owape Ezeaja, hails from. The opinion is that some people kill the octogenarian ostensibly for rituals. You are watching MCL News. Still to come. IPA also secured $430 million deal for Enyimba Economic City. Imo topping list of cyber crimes in Southeast. Kogi Guba, Wada rejects results. Details of this and other stories will come your way after the break. Stay tuned.
Honorable Adele Edwin AKK with deep sorrow announced the death of their wife and children, Mrs. Obun Jessica Adele, aged 39, Miss Chimamso Sophia Adele, aged 7, Master Okezie Marvelous Adele, aged 2, who lost their lives in a ghastly motor accident along Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway on the 10th of August 2019. Burial arrangement Thursday 28 November 2019, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. service of songs. Friday 29 November 2019, 8 a.m. laying in state at Ipueru Comprehensive Secondary School, Ohanko Ndoke, Okwa East Local Government Area. May their gentle soul rest in peace. Amen. Signed, Honorable Adele AKK Adiku for the family. Pabatmayos Ali of Umugweze, Nemo, in Ogun, the local government at the state, hereby announce the death of our father, grandfather, brother, uncle, in-law, yet Pabatmayos Ali, Debati, aged 103 years. Burial arrangement. Tuesday, 19th November 2019. Burial at his hometown, Umugweze, Nemo, in Ogun, the local government at the state. Funeral service by Jehovah Witnesses at his hometown, Umugweze, Nemo, in Ogun, the local government at the state. Time, 12 noon. May his gentle soul rest in peace.
Watching MCL News. We are joining our own mother studio. We are Chuks AK is standing by.
Sorry for that mix up there. My name is Emmanuel Margaret. Welcome to Omaya. After State Governor Zimbabwe has secured the go-ahead of the African Development Bank target investors and other multinational financial institutions for investment of $430 million to fast-track the development of a economic city. The city is a proposed free trade zone with independent business registry, legal law, banking regulations, and more, located between Aba and Port Harcourt. The governor, who spoke in Lagos during an interaction with journalists, said he presented the EEC to investors at the Just Concluded African Investment Forum held in Johannesburg, South Africa. According to him, many of the participants at the forum agreed that EEC supported revenue of their commitment and demonstrated their willingness to invest in the city. The project is project-led, but stakeholders include the local community, the adjacent government, and federal government. Advisors and financiers of the EEC include the African Export-Import Bank, African Development Bank, and International Finance Corporation. Government also thanked the federal government for supporting the project, which he said will create not less than 700,000 jobs within 10 years. Pregnant women have been advised to always undergo healthy exercise to prevent swollen legs, otherwise known as pedodema. The medical practitioner Dr. Michael Akala gave the advice in an exclusive interview with MCL News on the causes and prevention of this medical condition during pregnancy. Precious Ezebo has the race of the report.
As pregnancy progresses, fluid may accumulate in tissues, usually in the feet, ankles, and legs, causing them to swell and appear puffy. According to medical experts, this condition is called edema. There are many types of edema, but the type commonly associated with pregnancy is the pedal edema. It occurs when fluid gathers in one's feet and lower legs, making it difficult to move around, as such persons hardly feel their feet. A medical practitioner, Dr. Michael Akala, says there are several factors that cause pedal edema during pregnancy. These include standing for too long, intake of diet low in potassium, high level of caffeine consumption, among others.
Naturally, when somebody is pregnant, there are some physiological changes that take place. The heat increases, and then there is a preparation, and then the body weight, body size will also increase. This is in response, that's an preparation for what is being expected. Usually that's increase in body size. Then for the organs of the body are stimulated
According to him, slight swelling is expected during pregnancy as the fluid helps prepare the pelvic joints and tissues to open for delivery. He warns, however, that if one experiences sudden swelling in one's hands and feet, it could be a sign of preeclampsia. Preeclampsia is a pregnancy complication characterized by high blood pressure and signs of damage to other organs like the liver and kidneys. Hence, one must see a doctor. Dr. Akawa speaks further on preventions.
And the better thing and we encourage you keeping her relaxed. When she's sitting, she should rely that you can continue with Alex, and then you can see before morning. It is before the morning, you can see if she comes again and says she should see that the swelling has reduced. But as long as the blood pressure is okay, there's no protein in the urine time, and then that's why it's not happening.
With this expert advice on edema during pregnancy and its prevention, he expected that pregnant women would begin to take precautionary measures against this condition. Pregnant women are also advised to sleep sideways for a healthy pregnancy. Precious Izibu, MCL News.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and Monday disclosed that Imo State has recorded the highest number of cybercrimes in the southeast geopolitical region. The commission also declared that it has convicted more than 90 suspects for various financial crimes within the southeast in 2019. The regional commander of the EFCC in the southeast, Osman Imam, made the disclosure at the 16th Anti-Corruption Situation Room organized by the Human and Environmental Development Agenda, HIDA, in collaboration with MacArthur Foundation in Enugu. Imam, who expressed dismay over the increasing rate of cybercrimes in Imo State, said the rate of the crime in the state was really disturbing. He added that the unofficial statistics he got about the state was really disturbing. The People Democratic Party governorship candidate in Kogi State, Musa Wada, has rejected the results announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Wada, who addressed rallies shortly after the results were announced on Monday, described the election as a declaration of war against citizens of Kogi State. He also insisted on using every legal means to reclaim his mandate. PDP agent in the election, Joe Abada, also maintained that the results announced by the INEC was not a true reflection of the wishes of the voters. He stressed that the election was marked by violence, intimidation, and ballot box snatching. According to the result announced, the APC candidate Yahya Bello polled a total of 406,222, while Musa Wada of the PDP scored 189,704 votes. The candidate of the Social Democratic Party SDP, Natasha Aboti, garnered a total of 9,482 votes. A family of four have been burnt to death in Makurdi, the Benue State capital. Shege Aka is substantive director and acting permanent secretary, Ministry of Science and Technology. His wife and 2 children were killed by the burner on Sunday night. The fire, which spread to 3 other apartments, caused massive destruction, running into millions of naira. Meanwhile, the state deputy governor, Engineer Benson Abonu, has expressed sadness over the incident, describing it as a black day for Benue State. Engineer Abonu visited the scene of the tragic incident, accompanied by the chief of staff to the governor, Tawase Ogunde. The state head of service, Veronica Onyeke, and special advisor to the governor on security, Colonel Paul Kemba. Abonu lamented the death of Aka and his family, who prayed for the repose of their souls. And the use of that family, what we conclude previous views from here. It is now back to you, Chimezie, for the continuation of the news. My name is Emmanuel Mazwe. Good evening.
Welcome back. We sincerely apologize for that mix-up. It was Emmanuel Mazwe
that read the news from Umaya Studio and not Chooks Eke as earlier stated. Talking sports, the Nigerian Football Federation says it will start discussing a new contract with Super Eagles coach Kenneth Rowe before his current deal ends next year. NFL President Amaju Pini disclosed this at the weekend, saying that the federation is satisfied by the coach's ability to assemble a formidable team. He, however, said that Rowe's neglect of home-based players will be addressed when the parties meet. Still talking sports. Meanwhile, the African champions, the Tigers, has qualified for the Women's Olympic qualifying tournament after defeating Mali 74-59 in the semi-finals of the African pre-qualifiers. The girls will represent Africa along with either Mozambique or Senegal at the tournament in February 2020. The Nigerians led the first quarter by 14-11 points and also consolidated by 24-14 and 25-14 points in the second and third quarters, but lost the final quarter by 15-20 points. In the series, Nigeria had beaten host Mozambique by 57-48 points and also walked out Democratic Republic of Congo. That's the size of our package, but before we draw the curtain, here is a recap of our major stories. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) is set to announce a date for a supplementary election after it declared the rerun of election in Kogi West Senatorial District held on Saturday, November 16, 2019, inconclusive. The people of Ebonyi State have been urged to embark on tree planting in order to combat climate change. Flowing the land raised by the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Francis Eze, over the destruction of their farms by herdsmen. The leaders have been given 24 hours to vacate the institution. And we also brought you the story that the Nigerian Football Federation says it will start discussing a new contract with Super Eagles coach Kenneth Rowe before his current deal ends next year. Thanks for watching. My name is Chimezie Ozems. Akoko was cast in a moment with Chinyere Chibu. Good night.